You kind of want to stop really focusing on each other too much. You should be looking at all these teams on the edge, try to take them out first, and then battle it out for that first and second position. Because if Alula and Bigatron start fighting, then everybody's going to be hunting down that third party.
See if they can lock it down. Little boy's got that C4, trying to create a dip a little bit further. Actually, they're almost in the zone. Actually, he is in the zone. You can see on the minimap, they was about 3 meters away, but no, he did make his way in. As now, Influence Rage will make their way into a strong dip. Instant cover flare. This is great. It's going to deny the angles from KRX and Thundertalk, instantly putting it down, plus a grenade to create a bit of a dip. So he's really solidifying that entire area. What a play from Federal. And now he's instantly going to set up the entirety of his squad for a very comfortable setup in this circle.
You're getting some shots on the Thunder Talk. He actually catches one of these players. That's Cintian getting knocked. How about Zing? He tried to make the run, and that run is denied. Thunder Talk out of there. Federal not messing around here. Meanwhile, Vinny, KRX got the shotgun up close and personal. Trying to hit those sprays, not able to do it.
Yeah, got to hit those. Eventually, got to try and connect it. Federal will instantly punish that play, though he does get taken down too pretty swiftly. It's going to be TRE. KRX looking to go for a little bit of a swift rotation in from the edge and just sweep everyone out of the way. As BTR, though, still got their own utility, and the smokes do keep them alive. But the thing is, I talked about earlier how it would be really hard to get nade range, but everyone is being forced by the circle to get so close. This is too much for BTR. Too much is being thrown their way at the exact same time, and they're getting overwhelmed. They're struggling to hold this dip down.
But you got to hold it down here. Look at the leaderboards, guys. 6th to 11th place. Talk about a game for the mid-pack right here. This is a perfect situation for them to reach the top of the leaderboards here and now. KRX, unfortunately, only with 1 elimination. They are on the edge. Their back is against the blue zone, though, so they are in a decent position. Unfortunately, 2 of their players are knocked. They're going to try to go for these reses. Meanwhile, Bigatron, yeah, dead center, but everybody wants their spot.
This game could last a while with all these dips. Nokan crannies.
I love this terrain.
Hide in. Yeah, this is my first time seeing this circle, actually. You know what? This is actually a first, and I feel like for some of the players, it also might be a first, because you only have 1 rondo per day, so it's quite rare. You only have 1 chance to get a circle like this per day. There's the nades. Number 1's good. Number 2, not going to get Federalis, unfortunately. It's Federal onto Federalis, man. They just keep fighting. They're loving it. It's a true rivalry being born here in PMMI. But KRX, they don't have many options. The circle, literally, great for every team except for South Korea Hot Jukes. They have to push up right onto Bigatron.
Here they go, little boy. Keeping an eye out, trying to catch some of these players on rotation. But, man, this terrain is insane. So many dips to hide in. So much coverage. Every little hill. Yeah, this might go down to the last second here, folks. Influence Rage with a massive game. 10 points. Federal with 6. Gonna have to back things up just a little bit because he has been spotted. And right now, it's just a battle of the peaks. Look at this perfect spot that little boy's in. This is ridiculous. Lauren's in, meanwhile. Gonna get some great angles. Influence Rage have tons of sight lines on this.
But by the way, Schweppes is still alive because LGD got eliminated. Nobody knows Schweppes is there, I believe. I mean, maybe Influence Rage have an idea because they see the cover flares like, that's a bit suspicious. But otherwise, everyone else is just locked in on the fight here in the dip around Bigatron. So Schweppes might have a good time as he does actually get... I don't know, I thought he was getting pushed up for a second. It was looking a bit weird, but no. Alula not going to commit to the roadside. And Schweppes is still in zone. Look at that. He's still in phase 8. It's going to go to phase 9, which is, as we know, when the fight is truly going to break out, Hot Jukes. I think Schweppes is getting top 2. I think he's easily secured the top 2 in this fight.
Well, this is stage 9. The zone is going to start closing down, and it hurts. So let's see. He's on the edge of it. He's going to have to move up. But you're right. I don't think they know where he is at all. Has he hit shots enough? No, I think Pedrino is looking his direction. Yeah.
He is. If the circle doesn't favor Influence Rage, which it doesn't, and they have to leave their position on that high ground, that's when Schweppes can actually push up over the road. But yeah, Pedrino, he knows, as you said, he's definitely locked in. He wants to eliminate Schweppes. I feel like Schweppes might struggle because of Pedrino.
Pedrino not playing, saying, no crossing the road here. I need all those eliminations. Al-Ula, meanwhile, 10 eliminations on themselves. 2 massive games for these squads. All right, here we go. It's going to be a 4v4 plus Schweppes. What can Schweppes do? He's waiting. He's chilling. The zone is going to start closing. But Influence Rage do have the high ground. Can they utilize it to their advantage? Let's see. Lauren's in. Going to start throwing some nades out. smokes coming out as well. Schweppes now no longer the priority, as it's going to be a huge 4v4 battle. Federal is knocked. Aula trying to capitalize.
You could see that he's still Loranzin trying to look at the two teams. Schweppes going to be spotted out, put solo, but eventually will be swept under the rug. That's still going to be a podium finish. What a game from Schweppes and E-Arena, able to redeem it in the eyes of the tournament. Influence Rage, Little Boy, Loranzin, Little Boy absolutely popping off early. He's got himself 4 eliminations. Can it be enough here to lock it down? Little Boy, huge grenade coming on through, but it's just not going to be enough as the game is secured by Mina. It's Al Ula Club to take it home.
I'll tell you one thing. Al Ula, we saw them in the group stage. When they won the Rondo, they couldn't stop winning. Will we see the same thing happen from this center up once again?
No one's in
Rage. Oh, yeah, you're right. This is wide out in the open here. The only player in zone is Noble from Kia. So easy with the 1v2 nade. Influence Rage looking so dominant. And just like that, Nongshim Red Force take the advantage.
That nade was so easy indeed. He's trying to flush it out. He's got an extra nade. Maybe you should use it to not show yourself to Loranzin and Pedrino. He does overpeak it. Little Boy will be snuffed out of the game. Pedrino will make the cross. I would say if you Influence Rage, or you fully commit to the aggression onto a Nongshim Red Force, or you just try and survive, maybe sending yourself in a circle or something to live it out. I would say they're kind of out of option. Even sending it out in the open is just not the right way to play it, as Federal also going to be fully eliminated. That's going to be double-digit eliminations taken away by Nongshim Red Force, finally showing their true potential in this lobby of PMMI for the MACAO Invitational. But Nongshim, just relentless. They know their position is not in zone anymore, but they're going to use it to its absolute limit as they get another aggressive angle into Loranzin. Influence Rage were looking so strong, so confident just a few minutes ago, Hot Jukes, but it all falls apart because of So Easy.
Man, they were looking unstoppable. And that nade from So Easy just, boom, turned the scales in the opposite direction. Pedrino hiding behind the tree right now, just trying to find some angles. But Nongshim Red Force playing this so well, taking out E-Arena Mormon. They are stacking some points on the leaderboards here. Tizzy, I think he knows. There's got to be a player behind that tree. He has a nade. He's not utilizing it. Okay, so they are not looking towards Pedrino. Kind of a mistake here. Did they forget about him? You forget, Dizzy?
I don't know. He's definitely not forgetting about it. But like, Noble just got an elimination onto the side of Arena. This could be huge. Just get the nade. Tizzy nicely secured. Up to 11 eliminations total and a position on the podium. Massive, massive game. But can they convert into a chicken dinner? Schweppes also looking to get a central position, but trying to go straight on Noble. They know it's a solo. If they get rid of him, they will get extra placement points and then one extra elim. Good elimination for Noble, though. He picks up one as they get actively third-partied by Nongshim Red Force. They're just taking every spot in the circle for themselves. And that is it. Fully eliminated. It's going to be XCY to get it. And Noble surviving, getting the top 2 and up to 5 eliminations. D+ versus his other South Korean team. It's a 3v1 scenario. Can Noble bring it home?
Let's see. Nobu's trying to do something. Can he bring it home? I think he can bring it straight to the lobby. He's got that nade there locked and loaded. Bye-bye, Nobu. It is Nongshim Red Force to win the game. And they are not going to get that elimination today, but it's the South Korean team that gets the victory. That is how you do it. Wow. I mean, they were... Yulia needs to find... Milu said, "You hurt me." Got the revenge knock and thirst. That is how you do it. But yeah, Tianba 6 points. These guys are looking insane here. Yulia needs to find a way to take him out here. Get a nice little pepper there. Gets another. The mini coming on out. Tianba out of there.
Actually, I don't believe Ayala got any of those. I'm checking out the elimination feed. No, it was Silence and he got, and also a little bit of help of D+. It looked like he got the damage with the mini. It was timed beautifully on the screen, but I guess he just got a lot of damage on those. As now, it's going to be Furia, D+ Kia, and Influence Rage. 2 Brazilian teams, 1 South Korean squad. And keep in mind, he got, as he gets in that CQC range, Hot Jukes, he's got that P90 and ready to use it to blast every team right into oblivion.
Well, every single one of these teams needs this chicken dinner right here. Furia needed to try to catch up to Tianba. Influence Rage needed to do it just to even try to get to the top of leaderboards. And D+, they need it the most as they are in 12th place right now.
If they get that chicken dinner, you know what? Oh, look at the nades, man. The nades, Molotov, smokes, literally every single piece of utility under the sun is in their right hand, ready to pull the pin. The moment they hear a car going, they're just going to instantly just throw everything in the kitchen sink, just hoping they somehow survive the encounter. But as you can see here, they only have 5 grenades. And you're looking at the side of Furia, 12 grenades, 20 grenades for Influence Rage.
What?
Okay, now that utility, if they get in nade range of D+, it's going to become an absolute fiesta of a red zone.
It's going to be a straight bomb at this point. Goodness gracious.
Drop the nuke.
I don't even think they're going to get there. That's the problem. You know, like just even trying to get in that range is going to be so tough here. What do you give the advantage to here in these positions?
The team that fights last, realistically. If Furia engage first, I feel like Influence Rage win it. But actually, wait, Furia, are they going to go on Influence Rage? They're not going to D plus his compound.
No way. Furia trying to take out Influence Rage here. What a play. Little boy almost gets ran over. Does it though. Igor with the P90 putting it to work. Federal shuts that down onto silence. But it's up to Chief.
D+.
Well, are they going to leave their building?
They need to third-party D+. Come on, it's your time. There's 2 players not an Influence Rage. Need to send it if you want the win. And they do exactly that, looking for the player. They do find Chief. Oh, that is definitely the way to make it work. Yeah, Precision's going to be taken on out entirely. It's down to Federal, the utility, being chucked his way. And yet he still survived. How is it working out for Federal? D plus Kia, it was looking so good. They had everything headed their way, but they still lock it down. It's a D plus Kia Korean chicken dinner.
Oh boy, what a crazy one that was. Furia just saying, nah, we want this action.
They're just going to out. One cool thing, by the way, is that when the circle does shift away from those eastern buildings in apartment, then they will finally be able to play the roof on school. Right now, it's not really playable because of Thunder Talk. But especially able to make it through from the balcony on that roof. That's such a strong angle. I feel like Thunder Talk off the back of this game, top 2 minimum should be happening as Arfu gets a beautiful throw on that util. And I feel like now they read that one like, oh, we know that's elimination secured on top, but he gets a little bit too aggro without the backup of Reefus. That's a big mistake.
Reefus, he's got the shotgun. He's got right hand priority. He's waiting for it. Trying to hit the pre-fire. They're going for the reses there. Instead, yeah, he's going to go for the reset. Good play, because LGD is going to help him out. So, yeah, good step for Aurora. They can just go ahead and get this reset off here. No worries at all. And top is now back up, ready to go. It's a party. Yeah, we're going back to school. Who is going to come out on top? Who's going to get their degree, Maxman?
Oh, look at Jing, though. He instantly rocks up. But Reefus and Top used so many of their grenades early on. And because they couldn't get access to the death crates as they were slightly outside of school itself, that would be an easy knock and elimination onto Jing, but they just don't have the resources to pull it through. They just have a bunch of smokes, and I think I saw a flashbang. Maybe I just imagined it. But Reefus, if you had that flashbang, who knows? Maybe it could do something of value. Influence Rage, finally getting in CQC onto R2. That's good. Utility chucked onto Tian. LGD now losing an extra member. Really struggling in that encounter as Reefus now making it into the main building of school over to the eastern edge. The blue zone is forcing them to make that decision, going over the roadside, and Photo just waiting as that's it. Reefus taken out, eliminated, now down to the top 3.
Aurora are going to move themselves back into that second place position, but who's going to win this game? And now you're going to have RRQ versus Thunder Talk. Thunder Talk pushing into the game, and they're going to walk away with their diploma. And that diploma being a chicken dinner. Way to go, Thunder Talk.
The cool advantage they have is that the other teams on the eastern edge of El Pozo are getting forced out of their buildings, making them very predictable and a very easy target. Let's see if they can farm up a few eliminations. Maybe something similar for the likes of Influence Rage as E-Arena hit behind that rock and that exploded vehicle. Not having the best time of their life, though they do have a FAMAS in their arsenal. Who knows, maybe they can use it to kind of subvert expectations. As Aurora, with that ridge, actually do find a nice knock onto Federal. Kind of hard to res. But the moment they're getting pushed out of that dip position, Hot Jukes, that's when really everything should be looking quite dire for Aurora Gaming.
Let's see what Aurora can do, because Aurora win this game and they get a ton of eliminations. They could actually catch up to Tiamba right here. It is possible. So let's see if they're able to do it. Can they make that gap that much smaller? I mean, Influence Rage could have a good opportunity to do kind of the same thing here. And the rest of the lobby is just trying to catch up at this point. Well, let's see what happens here. This is the last circle, folks. This zone will be going down to 0 as Weibo now leave their buildings, and they're getting peppered on the way out.
Oh, good FAMAS spray, forcing Suki to get prone again. If they had 4 players alive, if they didn't lose Suk for literally no good reason whatsoever, maybe we'd be thinking this could be a Weibo win. The nade bounces off of him, and that is going to be it. Flower H is the one to secure it with Maple from All Gamers, the team that has been just so non-existent as of recently, and finally putting points on the board. And actually getting in nade range. Really good ridgeline. Right onto Schweppes, trying to force him back towards the likes of Ruka and Tony K. They're showing their back actually quite aggressively to Aurora. Be careful, that backstab could be happening.
Schweppes, the nice air burst. Now applying that pressure. Gets up close and personal, but it's not good enough. Now you're going to see Maple having to worry a little bit about Razak from BTR, but the mollies are coming out from every single direction. All gamers just getting peppered from everywhere. Nice headshot. Razak putting in the work for Bigatron in the high ground.
How is Reefus allowed to make that move? He doesn't see it. Razak getting eliminated means that position is playable for Reefus. There's no way. I did not imagine Aurora could actually be competing for the win, but it might just be happening. The 1v1 goes down. E-Arena and All Gamers out of the picture entirely. It's only Loranzin left in a 1v3 against Aurora. Can he pull it back as the utility raining down on his location, taking out his teammate of Lil Boy? Loranzin against the world. The utility chasing him down out into the blue zone. Can he take home the win?
Here we go. It is second place versus third. Aurora going to have some great util. Just a little bit too far. Reefus up close and personal. Shuts him down. And it's Aurora to come out with the chicken dinner and try to catch up to Tianba.
That Mortem nade, by the way, he got knocked while the nade was flying through the sky right as it was getting delivered to Influence Rage. What a play, and actually a pretty resible position over there. They're still in zone, if I'm not mistaken, so that's Furent still has a chance to bring GenForce back into the fray. But yeah, losing out onto Lepar on the high ground. You know what? Even if you were still alive, it would have still been kind of the same situation because you had 3 bullets left on the JS9 magazine, so you would literally get no damage done. But he would still been good in terms of gathering information, feeding intel to the rest of his squad. So in that sense, it is still going to be a pretty big loss as ROQ Theren headshot once again. I feel like this chicken dinner might not be going their way as down below, under this mountainside, it is going to be Aurora. One huge nade connecting for So Easy. And the second one will get rid of Doc. That's it. The dockening not paying off on Miramar.
No, that tree was just not safe enough. Top though, oh my gosh, 4 eliminations. Every single one on his team is because of him. They are working as a squad, but he's the one able to shut them down for now. And meanwhile, you look at Chief. Oh, getting peppered up immediately. Yeah, back up. Ooh. That's my teammate. Meanwhile, Furia have all 4 up. Could the prediction... I mean, this is starting to get pretty crazy here. So easy.
Wait.
Those nades look good from Reefus.
Hot Tricks, just to say, by the way, because of the point gap currently between Aurora and Tianba, if Aurora win this game, they're first place. And if they get even just a bunch of eliminations and make it to podium, they could also be first place. So there's so much relying off the back of this game for the Mongolian super team. Come on, Aurora, if they make it happen, they will be, for the first time right now since Rondo on day 1, your #1 ranked team over Tianba. But with So Easy's off angle, it's making it really tough to use that ridgeline to its full potential.
Every single team needs this win. Aurora needs this win to get into first. Nongshim Red Force, the final player, he's in big trouble. But if Furia or RRQ get this win, that'll put them in the running big time tomorrow. Let's see what happens, though. Who's going to end up taking this? You gotta... If you want your dreams to become a reality, you gotta make it happen. And So Easy is eliminated. So that's Nongshim Red Force now out. They get 4 placement points. RRQ with 15, just having a monster game. They got to finish strong. Norpeco gets the knock on the top.
I love that graphic, by the way. It says Nongshim Red Force eliminates Nongshim Red Force. But still good plan from So Easy to deny himself that point. Never know who's going to be securing it. But Aurora here down to 1 is the savior of Aurora. He's done it in the past. Can he do it here up against GenForce? But GenForce cooking up that nade. Very bad throw actually onto that one, but you know what, it might still be enough as it's going to get some nice help from the Western team of Furia. That is not going to be a win headed the way of Aurora, but still an extra 5 placement points up to 102, finally joining that 100-point gap.
I think this is the best case scenario for tomorrow. We're going to have a whole lot of teams kind of within that smash range here. Furia versus RRQ. RRQ want this one, and they deserve it so bad. They've had a crazy game. Norpeco gets the knock onto Ayala, and now it is a 3v3. Chief just applying pressure with that mini. trying to save Igor.
Yeah, based on how many eliminations you get, you might also push yourself up in the top 3, overtaking the likes of Nocturne, Red Force, and maybe Influence Rage, but you will need to get so many eliminations.
Oh
Good
my
angle,
goodness.
NAPECO. Man, RQ's been using this mountain for the longest time, and it's literally just giving them 3 angles onto every team that gets even remotely close to their location. But finally, the rest of RQ going to be joining up on NAPECO. Oh, this is an amazing regroup on NAPECO again.
Another one.
Stulo has to swap over to the JS9.
Here we go. NAPECO, 13 eliminated. He's only got 5 rounds left. Okay, he does have the JS9. He's going to be able to get that reloaded. Saw red there for a second. Was really nervous for him. But now, RRQ pushing onto Fudia. Can these reigning 2 players make something happen? RRQ playing so close together. That Molotov is going to hit NAPECO. Oh, and Feared. Both of them running into the fire. And now Chief starting to push up all on his lonesome. Oh, NAPECO is waiting for him. Nice shots coming out. Great teamwork. And it looks like RRQ gonna close this one out with Silence as the last player up. Can he hang on? No, he cannot. It's RRQ with a legendary comeback right at the end. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness, what a great use of the mountain range this